Okay, Game of Thrones fans, this one is for you. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Jane Theory. Today we discuss 1917. 1917 is a film directed, co-written, and produced by Sam Mendes, who was also the director of Bond films Skyfall and Spectre, as well as some earlier works like American Beauty and Jarhead. He's a great visual director, and that really comes across here. The film takes place at the height of the First World War. It chronicles the story of two young British soldiers, Lance Cpl Schofield, played by George MacKay, and Lance Cpl Blake, played by Dean-Charles Chapman. It's based in part on stories passed down to Mendes from his grandfather, Alfred, who signed up for the war when he was only 17. The plot is simple enough. With communications down, the pair are tasked to deliver a message from their battalion to another warning of an impending ambush. The conflict arises from the fact that they have to cross enemy lines to do it, and time is very much of the essence. Add to that the fact that Blake's older brother, Lieutenant Joseph Blake, played by Richard Madden, is in that other battalion. If they don't make it, neither will he, or some 1,600 of their fellow comrades. Now, much has been made of the fact that the whole film is shot in the style of a single continuous take. That one-shot approach adds a certain level of immersion, which definitely heightens the viewing experience. The only downside, if you want to call it that, is that it also makes the film feel very much like a video game. The only thing missing was the map in the corner of the screen and options as you encounter people and places along the route. Like, there's this one scene where you come across this thing, and you can consume the thing or take it with you, or you can ignore it altogether. If you choose, as the character does, to take it with you, it comes in handy later with building trust with the new character you're introduced to, who has information you need to progress further in your mission. I just thought it was really interesting. For me, it made the film that much more enjoyable, but I could also see how that element could be distracting to those who really aren't accustomed to it. That said, the film has earned every bit of acclaim it's received. The acting is incredible. The cinematography is truly impressive, especially considering how it was filmed. The colors, the lighting, the framing of each shot carefully encapsulate each and every scene, and everything happening in each scene matters. Nothing goes to waste. Every element is important to driving the plot forward. In fact, upon rewatching, there's so much you'll discover as you go along that was hinted at or foreshadowed at the beginning of the journey. Now, there isn't a lot of action in this film, despite it being a war film, but there is a great deal of intensity and realism. I have to warn you, it's gritty. That R rating is no joke, and the disturbing brutality of war is on full display throughout. There also isn't a ton of dialogue in this film either, but what words are spoken are meaningful, and they stick with you well after they've been said, even after the film is over. Each moment in this film is a powerful display of strength and bravery and emotion, and that's not an exaggeration. So, for all those reasons, I would highly recommend this film, but let me know what you think. Go see it, come back, and let's talk about it. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you next week.